It's important to note about myself that I'm dreadful when it comes to initially planning out my builds. I tend to take forever attempting to theorycraft myself into the most optimized team I can come up with. As you can see here, I had already begun building out potential lists and combinations when I realized that it was time to do something different. This time I decided to build whatever models I thought would look the coolest or had the most interesting abilities. I pitched optimization to the wind and just decided to have fun. And you know what? I did. I had a lot of fun building these models. The Krieg models are amazing, and Gaunt's Ghosts are an excellent addition to the team. With Gaunt and his boys mixed in, I can take the ancillary support option, Trooper Veterans, and these guys definitely look like veterans. Starting off with my build, I always have a look at the sprues and make sure I know what parts I'm taking and why, especially when the kit has so many amazing options. I mean, the customization level on these the Kriegsmen even the Orcs is really, really good. The equipment for the Krieg looks amazing. Once I started digging through the book and allocating my models, I realized that I quite like the look of these guys. Obviously, we start off by removing the parts you need for each model. Snip carefully and make sure you get every connector. Sometimes it behooves you to hold the part while snipping to prevent bending. Once that's done, I start the scraping process. As always, the back of a hobby knife will get the mold lines and connection points pretty well. You don't have to use a ton of pressure here. Just gently graze the areas that have mold lines and scrape or trim the excess connection points. Each of these Krieg models, with the exception of one or two of them, has a couple of different builds that you can do. And as I said at the start, I just picked a cool looking model with decent abilities and started putting it together. This part is technically optional, but me being a stickler for detail, I have to find and destroy any and all mold lines and connection remnants I can. As far as assembly, I always dry fit. This serves several purposes. First off, sometimes bits of sprue can impede the process of piecing things together. Second off, it's easier to glue together if you know where everything fits. When assembling small pieces, it's sometimes better to use plastic cement. I pull that out for the purposes of putting together pieces that I need to be quick and strong. When I want to make sure the pieces are going to stay over time and I have some time to, position things together, I use Gorilla Glue. Again, I'm not sponsored by Gorilla Glue, but damned if I won't take one if they offer. I use it for everything. So I'm going to speed things up here to help with the process, and I'll see you at the end. right. In the end, this is what I came up with. If you've enjoyed what you've seen and heard, feel free to subscribe and like, and hit me up on Patreon. Thank you.